And postmodernism, it means what is after the modernist era or time. Postmodernism is the idea that the reality is not mirrored in human understanding, but rather constructed as individuals find their own reality. So, in other words, there is nothing called truth in the mind of these people who follow this route. And so they say that my truth is different than your truth. My truth is based on the way that I was raised. My truth is based on my own experience and understanding about life. And so if you're a Muslim and you're happy with that, then that's great. You can stay where you are. But my truth and the way that I see it is totally different. And it is relative to my own background and reality, or my own concept and perspective. And also, subhanAllah, many of these people, they become very liquefied. They kind of water down the religion. And they start accepting anything and synchronizing many of other doctrines and many of others' ethics and values to their own religion. And so we say, for example, that we see some progressive Muslims who call themselves progressive Muslims who believe that LGBT is a right thing to do. Or they say, for example, that the woman has the right to become an imam. Or things like that. All these ideologies that they try to bring it into the religion and they try to synchronize it, which is against the real truth. And it takes a micro rather than macro approach in looking at the way individuals identify themselves compared to the structuralism view, in which an entire society is looked at. Postmodernists believe that the realities are subject to change and that apparent realities are actually social constructs which limit individuals. So even with the doctrine, a person can become Muslim today, and then after a few days or after a few months they say, oh, it doesn't fit me anymore, I need to go back and become what I was before, or move on to another religion, and so on. And that's why we see many of the new Muslim sisters who become Muslims, but then after a divorce or after some kind of test, or after some time they leave Islam because they are postmodernists, because their situation and circumstances changed. So they see that it is not relative for them anymore to stay in their own Islam. And that's just a shallowness. It's a shallowness in the way that they think and the way they believe, because Islam did not really sink into their heart and it was not planted or rooted inside their hearts yet.